Oh, it's backwards.
It reverses it because the camera and whatnot. It reverses because the camera angles and whatnot. What's up, world? Got Karmic Daz 85.
Kamaya.
This motherfucker. We're not even part of the cast. Yeah, I'm gonna jump in there. I'm Kamaya. Let y'all know who I am right now. So we have Kamaya. We have
Chris. Google it.
Gotta fucking Google him with the exclamation point. He's on Chat GPT too. I did it the other day. Where's my? I thought I had my lighter. I know I brought a lighter.
There's one in one of the chairs. Oh.
Here's one right here. Look, and it works.
Don't tell Scrooge.
It probably hid.
See, that's one. Still a lot of them.
Y'all know I get my, what did Kwame Brown call it? He called it his what the fuck did he call it? I'll know next time we do this episode, but this show I can't remember right now what the hell he calls it. But I'm gonna go ahead and get my my prime time ready. So wanted to get my sister on tonight's episode so we could talk about motherhood. Of course, I don't know about motherhood except for like being around mothers. And occasionally I'm a motherfucker, but
all the time.
Other than that, yeah, I don't know. I don't know the experience of being a mother. I only know what it looks like on the outside. So I'll say, hey, Mother's Day, and let's get my sister in here. We're gonna talk to you about what it's like to be a mother. I'm pretty sure he's got some questions. Well, he's married.
I'm sure.
I mean, vicarious living is always the best way sometimes.
Yeah, I'd prefer not to experience a period or pregnancy.
Pregnancy cool though.
I mean, according to who you talk to, I guess you can be pregnant as a man in 2020. I don't know. I'm not.
That would be a fucked up situation though, but I mean, that's just my opinion. But
well, South Park dove down that pretty well.
Oh, he did?
This Garrison's like, oh yeah, he had the sex change, and he's like, wait, I ain't having a period. And the doctor's like, because you're a man. He's like, but I can't have babies. And he's like, no, you're a man. How did you expect to ever have babies?
Oh, wow.
They just straight to it.
That's just nasty. I don't know.
What was your thoughts on all that when that was going? Well, I don't know if it's still going on, but seeing that in the media, you got the issue with sports and how to integrate people into sports, and then it's the whole equality thing. Like, yeah, of course you want to be equal, we want people to be equal, but it's like,
where is the line?
Yeah, where's the how did you feel about like there's a boxer who beat the woman, and they're like, well, you got XY chromosome, you ain't supposed to be boxing women.
Well, I'm gonna just keep it real. I'm an old school type of person. So I believe women should do women shit and men should do men shit. If it comes to a point like it is in this society today, I think they should have their own separate thing where they commerce together.
If you got men and women's sports, why not have a trans league?
Yeah. That's where I'm at with it.
If they're cool with being themselves and accepting what they want to become,
right,
have your own thing.
Yeah, that
makes sense to me.
I mean, who would have a problem with that, honestly? Mm-hmm. If you're keeping everybody equal playing field, especially when it comes to sports,
right?
Hey, if y'all want to do what you want to do, cool.
Yeah,
who's to stop you? But when a man dominate or a woman with male chromosomes, whatnot, dominates a sport or boxing, beats the shit out.
To me, that's not equality. I'm just gonna keep it real. But
it's not. And then so many people have strove in their years and centuries and families to get equality.
Yeah.
And it's just a huge step backwards.
Yeah.
Man, that's what I said.
And it's wild and crazy of who basically from what I've seen, the first ones to try to start to regress equality was the good white people. Isn't that fucking crazy? Just saying. Show me who wasn't.
That's why you're on the show, because you're gonna spit it the way you see it.
Yeah.
And
got to.
One of my guys told me earlier, he appreciates it because we talk about the stuff that nobody else is really like. I'm sure there are people talking about it in their circles, but it's not spread out like that.
Right.
Right?
And I wouldn't raise with no shame.
No. And that's another episode.
Whew, we getting canceled.
So let's see. Let's start it off. So I remember you coming in the room and telling me when you were pregnant the first time.
Uh-huh.
Who was the first person you told?
My mom.
You told your mom first? What was that feeling?
I mean, because I was 19, so just graduated not too long ago, and coming to tell her, I was scared. I was crying.
Well, it's your mom.
But when I told her,
mom.
she was excited. So for me, that made me excited.
Well, yeah, because the the bounce back, like,
right,
thanks,
right. But I didn't know what to expect. I was scared as hell. Like shit, I'm 19 years old. I just graduated. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was scared as hell.
But did you get what you want first out the bat, son, or did you want a daughter first?
I mean, as a woman, we all want a girl, but I'm glad I had my son. You know what I'm saying? I went through the mud with him. You know what I mean? And I mean, my pregnancy wasn't ideal, you know, because you be thinking, oh, I'm gonna be this beautiful pregnant lady and whatever, everything's gonna be.
Were you
all
a summertime
cool.
or a wintertime pregnancy?
I was a summertime for all of my babies.
That's your heart.
So, but the first one wasn't that bad. I mean, the expectation was the expectation. So,
everything. So you basically you're saying you didn't really have an expectation the first time.
Not the first time. No.
Okay.
You know, I just thought it was just gonna be a beautiful process, no issues, no nothing. But it wasn't. But that was expected too, you know what I'm saying? So
he came out purple, didn't he?
Well, given because I was stressing at the time. Me and his dad just going through things. So I did have him 2 months early. And he was premature. He was only 3 pounds. And I went into labor at work at Golden Chick, and I was on the fryer. So he did come out purple. He had to stay in the NICU for a month, 2 months. He was due in November, came in September. So, but he was good. They put him on steroids and stuff. He came out fat as hell, and he was good.
That baby's a healthy baby.
Mm-hmm. Eat up everything, boy. Ooh.
That's how I lost this at first. He was the first one to start this process. Well, actually, she was the first one to start this process. So let me tell y'all about this one right here. So me and her used to beef about my hair. Speaking of, hit her up for hair stuff. We're going to have another episode. We're going to bring her back for that. We're going to talk about that. We're going to get her stuff going. But yeah, for hair, all this. But yeah, we had this little beef. And I had this thing with, Snoop Dogg had this thing when he had to he lays his hair down. So she was like, I'm going to do you like Snoop Dogg. I'm like, cool, bet. Mind y'all, it's her idea. I didn't ask her to do this for me. So we get into it, whatever. We resolved that issue, whatever, but she didn't resolve it all the way. She permed my hair and let the shit stay in too long. So that's where I started to lose, what y'all say, the edges. My edges started to get burnt, but I lost my widow's peak. I have a widow's peak. She got a widow's peak. I lost mine in the battles of siblings and
mind y'all, I was like 15, 16 years old, so just keep that in mind.
I was like 18, so it's not like a big gap, whatever. But how do we get to that? Yeah, we talk about hair, kids' hair.
So you talking about how Tay started this whole process?
Yeah. So yeah, she started this process with my widow's peak going. Then her firstborn, he used to just grab at my shit. Lost it, right? Cut my hair, started over. I cut this. Damn, I forgot. This is my second time. Cut it, started over. I think you started my first one's cut all that shit ball. Was going to start fresh. Then my daughter, she finished off the rest and killed it. Killed it all. So that's where it's at. But yeah, what got you into doing hair?
Shoot. I used to sit and watch my mama get ready for wherever she was going. Sit on the toilet, watch her. My aunt had her own shop doing hair. I just loved doing hair. When I was a little girl, I used to suck on my thumb and just
You twist.
twirl my hair, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, like, I just always just been in me. And then once I got to a point where I could start doing other people's hair, I started charging back in middle school, $5 for a braid straight back. You know what I'm saying? And
We was hustlers.
yeah, it just kicked off from there. So
So
it's always been in my blood.
Cut grass.
Yeah, I was one of the niggas. I was one of the boys. So yeah,
Always a side hustle.
got
It's in
to.
the family blood.
Yes, Lord.
I'm glad you said one of the boys because that I was thinking about questions I asked you earlier. So you were raised around boys.
Yeah.
Like, what was that experience for you?
Fun as hell.
You have to do all the things the other girls weren't doing.
Yeah,
or
like
get to see
I
it.
didn't get along with girls because I grew up with nothing but boys. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't do what the girls do. And when I was around girls, I would feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Especially like a group of them.
Yeah.
Like I always had one friend, just one. You know, but sometimes they get on my damn nerves too. So it's like I'm just used to being around that masculine energy.
Mhm.
So yeah.
So what's it like? Did you ever have the feeling like you're gonna get away from that, or is it like now?
No.
Because you got 4 boys.
Yeah.
So it's like you wouldn't if you wanted to get away from it, you couldn't.
Nope. And like I dreamed of having a girl like, oh, I'm gonna do her hair, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then I think about it, I'm like, nah.
What example would not to be rude, but like not that you couldn't be girly, but
Right.
would you want to pass on that dominant?
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm taking the shit. I'm giving the shit. Oh, his mom's gonna beat you.
Because my mama didn't play that. Like,
Oh no.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know. I know you know. But shit, she don't.
Yeah.
She's one of the G's to me. That's what I consider her. So, and she didn't rock with a whole lot of females and stuff. And, we all just been kind of, it's just been us, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, but no. I love my boys. I'm glad I didn't have no girls now that I'm sitting here thinking about it because I wouldn't know how to fall down and hurt themselves. Get your ass up, girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just have that masculine energy. So, yeah.
As a mother, is it hard finding the balance between having a relationship with your dude and the boys and trying to find time? Like, what's the hardest part about that? And being a mother, I know it is, and being a parent, but what was it like from the mother's perspective?
When they're younger, it's easy. It's when especially with boys, and I'm the woman, and I have a man. They are looking at this man, and they're looking at the dynamic between me and this man
all the time.
Then they're also looking at the dynamic and how I treat them or address them, the attention, because I have to divide it equally between everybody and then still have time for myself. And it's hard as hell.
He said,
you know what I mean?
For yourself, the fuck is that?
Bathroom shut. That's about it. Even then, it's
sometimes you just gotta get in the car and just leave. But as they get older, it's difficult trying to manage their emotions and trying to, get everybody to come to, because it's nothing but men energy. And then here I am, the woman. So the things that they're doing, I'm like, I don't understand it because I'm not a man. But so
you still dive back to your childhood. Thinking, I know this game. I know what you're about to try to do.
Yeah. So every little thing.
I got the inside trader info. You ain't fooling, Ma. I was raised in this.
Yes.
See, that's the thing. Like you said, all 3 of us are like that. Like, man, one of them could come up to us with any BS because we just sit there. So what happened next? So what were you doing?
Look, they get mad and everything. They be in their feelings, but we don't baby them. Like they say, I baby mine. I just spoil mine. But
you love them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's spoiled.
Yeah.
I say it's loved.
Yeah.
From what I experienced and being around women, y'all do that more so, especially in today's world, to keep them from going out there and getting in trouble? Or am I reading too much into shit? Did you thinking about it?
No, because for some people, some women, it might be like that. Some others, it might be like that. For me, I'd rather let my kids experience the things that they want to. As long as you're respectful, you know what you're doing, and you got the mind frame for it. Like, I'm not that type of person I'm not that type of mother that's going to be like, oh, no, you can't do this, da, 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 da. You know, I kind of let my kids choose what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't with it, then you ain't with it. If you with it, you need to prove to me that you with it so that I'm good when you go. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's just me. But
that's what you talking about choices. It's like the choice recently here that his second made, Trey.
mm-hmm.
And I remember you talking to me about it, and I was telling you my perspective about it.
Mm-hmm.
So she was having a back and forth in her mind about her second oldest,
Mm-hmm.
wanting to go stay with his dad, and for how long, and whoop de whoop, you know. And I understand as just being a parent, that's got to be hard. You know, my child is planning to.
When you hope to mold your child,
Mm-hmm.
y'all have, each party has a mix in it, but you wanted to raise this child like that into the society,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't want that changed.
Right.
Yeah, it can be adapted or not manipulated, but especially in a dynamic like that,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you knew why you left,
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah.
man, I don't want to see that back in him.
Right.
Because then you know why you left. You don't want to see it come back in the doorway.
Yeah.
And that right there is what I touched on with her when me and her had
Ready.
to talk. It's like at some point in his life, he's got to see who his dad is.
Yeah, and just like, this is no stab at anybody's parents or our own, but as you grow older, you see through not necessarily what your parents' flaws were, but where they were either helping you, shielding you, or keeping you
Mm-hmm.
from something else.
Yeah.
So in that type of dynamic, you've raised them the way you need to. You've given them the tools, the weapons, the knowledge. You got to let the little kid fly every now and then.
Yeah.
And when he comes back, if there's something a little drastically changed,
Mm-hmm.
handle it then.
Right.
Don't fear what might not happen, because then you're also piquing that interest.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, what is she?
Yeah.
What is really wrong here?
And I ain't gonna lie, he asked me them questions like, why are you so overprotective of me? And if they just, well, I don't know if you know, but he had a very, very bad accident when he was 5 years old. And I almost lost my baby. You know what I'm saying? So with him,
That's definitely to the heart.
yeah, I am a little more overprotective because he's my don't give a fuck child. He has my attitude. You know what I'm saying? So
He's the mirror.
on top of that, with me being overprotective, I know he has that type of mind frame. So I've kind of babied him. But when he told me that,
You see the maturity in the mind,
mm-hmm.
and it's like possibly not necessarily fear, but the concern of the other becoming more of.
Yeah.
It's like, man, this kid good.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's about to turn 7, and there's been times lately he's been really showing me that the teachings and whatnot we've been trying to install upon him,
Mm-hmm.
they're actually showing up without us being around or having to remind him. And I'm like,
It's a good feeling, ain't it?
it is a good feeling. I try to get the wife a little prop every now and then too for it. Not like I do this alone. Should be helping him with a lot of the electronic knowledge.
What's up, man? Hey, come on! You already here.
Well,
Come
make
say
sure you
what's
close
up.
the door
It was
already.
raining.
Hey, I'm gonna get this guy right here on some camera work. Yeah, come stand in the camera real quick. It's my nephew, her oldest. This one we was talking about. Y'all seen? I don't know if y'all caught the live. He was working with the doing the tree work.
Well, you do a live stream?
Yeah, we're on YouTube right now. Go in your room and pull it up. You put the link on. You put it in the group too. Yeah, we live right now.
That's my oldest, y'all. That's the
I
one
came
we
here
just
to
done.
get food. I didn't think I was in
I
here.
told y'all.
Yeah.
Well, you got a house and a home.
Well, I didn't eat all day. I only ate what I made yesterday. Now I'm going to sleep.
Why
Did
you
you
out
finish
here?
that book?
Huh?
You finished that book? Where you at?
Like, I'm not even close to the middle.
See, this is what I do. This is how I
Got
handle
challenge.
what you learn. I don't give a fuck where you at in the book. Really. What did you learn? That's what tells you where you at. See, yeah. If you ain't absorbed the stuff, you ain't nowhere in the book. You gotta be able to tell me what you learned. That tells you where you at.
He said, I think we're
He might know. He might remember the author.
No, he remembers the first chapter. I know that because we talked about it. Yeah, go ahead and get your food, man. Thank you.
He's like, I'm not so hungry anymore.
Now you can tell your friends you're on YouTube.
I'm gonna tell you, bro. So I braided his hair one day, and I guess he uploaded it to Pinterest. I think it is.
Mhm.
And I got excited, like, oh, my baby on the internet, type shit. Like, I didn't know you can do stuff like that. But anyway,
Yeah,
that's
welcome to 2025.
yeah, I
Yeah.
see.
That's what I'm trying to tell people. We don't need. I mean, as long as YouTube and stuff like Spotify exists, we don't need no big movie studio.
Yeah.
We don't need no fucking
Little man has a
talent
chance.
agencies.
Mhm.
In comparison to
It's
the global
it's how people talk about. Well, I want to support my people. This is not the time in history
If you say
to
it,
do that.
be about it.
Yeah.
And it's so easy, especially with modules like YouTube and Spotify. Just hit follow, like,
Mhm.
subscribe, throw a comment if you want.
I thought a lot of people
Also-
made them now.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I need to get up on it.
That's why I plan like I said. But the podcast thing is gonna be. I plan to, like I told Chris, it's gonna be
Global.
It's gonna be a whole set. The movie, the TVs, it's gonna be like a talk show, like Montel Williams.
That
type
shit
shit.
give me a comfortable ass. I just want my own chair.
So I gotta make a special spot for you.
Yeah,
whenever you go home.
yes, of course. I want my own spot.
You set it up and then you pan over from the previous episode. And next episode,
Oh yes,
coming.
yes. Yes.
The
That's what I want.
anticipation.
Man, and what I also gonna do, I meant to do it last time with Will. I'm gonna get everybody shirts because I didn't tell you. This is part of the inspiration series that I've got going and entangled with Motherhood, and Mother's Day thing. So I was like, this is the perfect thing. Like I told Chris in the chat, we have a group chat. We don't, the guys, we don't know what the fuck y'all really go through. Like,
The worries, how's everything going to change?
I mean, if y'all got time, you know what I'm saying.
and Kim would love it. So, I'm pretty sure Kim would love to have. I mean, I know
Probably
Kim would
stop and
love to have
watch
another woman to come back on
Yeah.
to bounce that shit off of
Yeah.
and just have us
She
guys.
got her squad too.
Yeah. How many babies she got?
3.
3. Okay.
They got some good age stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, so if y'all want me to get right into it, let me tell y'all something. Motherhood is a beautiful blessing. It is everything in the world. It's what they call it. What do they call it? Something in disguise. A blessing in disguise.
It's a blessing, and it's
But it's a blessing in disguise because of those hard days, those hard times, especially a single mother. You know what I mean? And
Children.
you know what I'm saying? With multiple children, I'm gonna keep it at a buck. I got 4 baby daddies. Okay, 4. So just imagine the different. Number one, the different personalities in your home, the different situationships that you have to deal with, and then not even knowing, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can I explain it? If something was to happen to me, I've always worried will my kids be split up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they have different fathers.
You're like the buoy floating down the middle of the water.
Right.
And
So,
everybody, you got a lifeline on everybody.
right,
Tethered.
right. And it used to mess with me real bad when I was younger, you know what I'm saying? But
was getting older now.
they older and they understand when you feel like your kids don't get it, at that time they probably don't. But when they get to a certain age, they're looking back at everything that y'all went through, everything that they seen, everything that you taught them. You know, you get a kid, your kid acting up 8, 9, 10 years old, you be like, I done told you 1,000 times, da, 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 da. At that time, they don't get it.
Guess what? You got 20,000 more.
Right. But when they get to about 13, 14, 15, everything that you taught them between those
Everything that
ages,
you're not harp battling on,
right.
but you're like, look, that is messed up. You got to do it like this, or you're going to have possibly these problems. And you just hope and hope and hope, and you still installing upon them the right influence.
Right.
It shows.
Yeah. Just like you said with your baby. You know what I'm saying? It like in the day-to-day situations, your kids will let you know what you taught them
or who they are.
They listen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And for me, again, having all boys and I'm a woman at the ages that they're at now, I don't understand a lot of things. So it is challenging.
Just understand
for
the
me.
door is shut.
No. Right.
Yeah, because I mean, when we were growing up puberty, we had a rough like so let me put it this way. To summarize how we grew up within our home. Yeah, there's dysfunction. And that's why I harp so much on the Black community. Because I seen our home when we were growing up is a microcosm of what I see going on now in the larger community. So when I get a lot of people on, I've been getting a lot of flack lately. People are like, oh, I don't know how you grew up. You must have lived perfect. Look, nah, not perfect at all. We just were able to look back and reflect on the decisions we made and realize we don't want that for our future, let alone the future coming behind us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So take that as you will. That's how I treat it on when I'm having these conversations on Facebook. That's what this podcast is all about. We're going to talk about the stuff y'all don't want to talk about. You're going to feel uncomfortable. I hope you feel uncomfortable. Maybe you're going to think about this stuff.
Maybe they'll challenge you to talk to others about it.
Yeah.
And plug, of course, where you heard it from.
Yeah.
Gotta tell them where the conversation was at.
But also,
I seen Chris when he recently me and Chris take the same approach. We're happy-go-lucky, free-flowing, but hey, when it's time to get this discipline,
it's time to go.
Hey, what are you doing? Yeah. You understand what I'm telling you?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what you understood? No. You got it. Well, let's get this down pat.
I know that. And see, as a mother, well, me anyway, like when y'all are like that, I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't have my father in my life for me to see things like that. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's coming off real harsh. And so I get extra sensitive.
You're like, oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Hey.
That's that mama bear, though. And that's good. That's a balance.
It is. Yeah. Coming from a guy who was a stepdad, it's rough.
Yeah.
To play that
role,
that balance, right? You don't want to overstep the boundaries, but
you're the home field advantage. Whereas the stepdad, he's just kind of
I got
to have this roof over my head.
You would have to go through. You have to go through her to get her to realize.
Yeah, because
you're blocking me, but you can't block the world.
Mm-hmm. And not to sound weird here, but you're not just dating the mom; you're dating the kid.
Mm-hmm.
Well, courting. You're getting their approval. Kate, is this all right with your mom and me? Because if it's not, you're going to be in for it. They're going to be in for it. You're public enemy, and you take your mom away.
But yeah, I find that challenging. I'm getting better at it because, of course, I get told 1,000 times, you won't let me. Because I'm.
When you hear that, though, that's just subconsciously I'm doing something right.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously it's something that might not be what's needed to be done.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get the pushback, I would personally, as a mom, all right, thanks. You don't hate me now.
Yeah.
And then later, say it's something, with a girl or whatever, you can be thanking me when she ain't making you that phone call, showing you a strip.
Now I know
leave that door open.
Now I know her friend Antoinette, she's like that. If she says it, she's like, no, she said it.
Yeah. It's over, okay? It's done. Yeah.
There's no reconsidering.
She sounded like a Samuel Jackson.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
She a female Samuel Jackson.
Man, she
don't play.
Don't at all.
She got boys too, so.
Well, you got if you're a girl, like you say, you're outnumbered.
Yeah.
You got to be that louder bear. Listen.
Like it's like I always wondered, like, if we didn't grow up the way we grew up, would my parenting be different?
Oh,
Because
I'm
it's like,
it too.
you know,
Yeah.
Like the card I got mom the other day. That shit's real. Like
that touched me,
it's,
bro.
it's rough, but I see the world today as it is, and I see a lot of these people didn't get the lessons and training that I did. Because if I didn't get those, I wouldn't have been able to snap out the fact that, hey, it's not racism killing us. You know what I'm saying? It's like I had to snap out of stuff like that. Like my boss don't hate me. I'm actually fucking up I'm making a bad impression at the job. I'm overstepping boundaries and shit like that. Starting to reflect on shit like that.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, like y'all both said, like we all said, hey man, it's these words, sometimes they might not sink in immediately. It could take 40 years.
Well, just like a little drop of water on a rock. It ain't gonna do nothing, but the same drop in the same spot, 10 years deep, there's gonna be a cavity right there.
Yeah. Sooner or later it was sink in.
Yeah, exactly. Literally sink in.
Yeah. But I find it difficult though now with how social media is and how these kids are raised a whole hell of a lot.
Oh man, they know stuff at
fast
7 or 8 that we didn't know till
you know
12, 13.
Like they're very entitled.
We weren't sheltered, we weren't jaded, but our worldview was only what we could either read about or briefly see if we had cable or whatnot, or hear about from our friends.
Yeah.
And that's why my parents, they didn't mind me one bit going into any type of household to go. I was an only child, so I needed the experience.
Right.
Just go learn.
Yeah.
You know, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
You got weird questions or something that didn't seem right, talk about it.
Everybody was family though. You know what I'm saying? You can go to your friend's house and they mama and you know whatever. And
I get my knee busted up riding bike. I go to Leonard's mom's house or the trailer, and she or by the movie theater, and she fixed me right up.
And we're all still rather close knit. I mean, you see us all on Facebook. We're all still like
we got a weird immediate friend culture dynamic that a lot of groups don't have.
Yeah.
I mean, we got people, especially in a military town. They've been here 2-4 years, are gone.
Like we have like our spats or whatever. You get loud with each other, but nobody's like, we don't really fall off with each like. It's just like you see groups out here, they'll fuck that in. The next week they're cool again. Like we don't have that. Like
there's never been an absolute heavy beef. It's just almost like silvery, you know.
Yeah.
But we also, like other people say, like I've had people ask, like you've seen it. They ask, well, somebody put it this way. They ask us, well, who's the alpha in your group? But you see it. There is no one fucking alpha. Like we all are. If you want to talk about alphas, we're all our own alphas.
Right.
We run our own packs. So we like the pack leaders. So like a congregation.
We all do our own thing in our own way and shit. Now we've gotten older.
And boy, all of us have our own traits about one another. That in a community.
Yeah.
Oh man, we got everything locked down. We're good. Maybe a welder. I don't know if any of us can weld.
I can learn.
I'm sure y'all
we can learn. Yeah. I'm saying, but if we had a welder between it, we can do masonry. We can do any kind of landscaping.
Speaking of that,
grow.
My thing, like with your situation, you have 4 baby daddies, whatever, right? But just like in the Bible, Noah had 3 sons who became the basically fathers of the 3 nations. So I've always, as I've grown older, I came with this. Like people talk about, like I said, this whole woke stuff people talk about. Like, come on, y'all are late. Y'all are late to the party. I mean, it had been like 2012, 2013. I came to the concept of Black women being the mother of nations. And I know this because I wrote a song. I did the song. Mike still has it. So anybody was like, no, you didn't do that. Bet.
That would also further the theory how Jesus wasn't white.
So you got 4 boys who have slightly different DNA. They're gonna grow up. They're gonna have their own kids. Those kids are gonna have kids. Those kids are gonna. They're gonna become their own nation.
Right.
Mother of nations. Right. So people are like, you don't have respect for black women. No, I do. I do.
No.
Just I just don't fuck with y'all.
Well, like she said, she wanted guys. So.
The ones that fuck with me know, like, it's real shit. Like, I don't. And she'll tell you, I don't dibble and dabble in bullshit too long. I might, a
The
little
nigga's
bit.
crazy. Like, he will snap on you just like that. What the? But no, he cool though. Like, like out of me and my other brother, like,
She gonna say what I told y'all. She gonna say it. Go.
like, Dez was the one that at that time we felt he was different from all of us. And he was, but it wasn't, huh? Well, you are. You still are. Me and my other brother, we was the thugs, I guess you should say. Dez was the book smart one. He was the talented one. He was the one, he didn't really get indulged in too much trouble or mess or nothing like that. And me and him used to clash a lot when we was younger. Now, thank God, I feel like we have a great relationship. I know my boundaries with him. I don't know if he knows his boundaries with me. Did he?
I don't know my boundaries with nobody.
I know my boundaries.
She did with the mom stare. Just say, I'm gonna let you know.
Exactly. I don't know my boundaries. Like literally, I know basic human decency, respect, and dignity. Other than that, I'm gonna poke and prod you. I do psychology. I'm gonna poke and prod you. Sorry.
And I didn't used to get him at first. Like I said, we used to go at it. But I had to take a step back and understand him for him. And once I did that, our relationship just, to me, it blossomed. And I'm grateful for that. I just know not to piss him off. So.
Well, I don't get pissed off as easy as I used to.
Nah. Well, I don't know, but as far as I can see, nah.
Part of that because I have a slight tinge of anger to me all the time, but that's neither here nor there.
Good job, Bruce.
Yeah, but you learn to you got to keep moving forward.
Yep. You got to keep the Hulk dormant. Use them when you need them.
And I've told them if it weren't for the divorce, I wouldn't have learned that. I was down for a minute, man. That's a whole. I'm gonna have a Dominate Your Day episode because I gotta explain that.
What you live and you learn. Those are your testimonies, and that's how you build your character. And you know what I'm saying. So
I always tell the wife that even if we can't have wealth for ourselves, we can lay the foundation to create generational wealth through our knowledge to others.
Yeah,
our kids.
Right.
So, I ain't saying we failed. I ain't saying we got all the answers. We're going to do great. But if we can instill upon the child, right and wrong and how to thrive and dust yourself off and such, then that'll be a core foundation. And I'm sure if he doesn't, install that upon the other one,
right.
if he has any. So, it's just another, an extra life.
Mm-hmm.
And her boys, they want to work. Even the 10-year-old, hey, you got any work for me, Uncle Dez?
Bro, that's a blessing.
Yeah.
Someone's doing the right job. They see you got to hustle.
But they're also an environment, like I will attest to that. They're an environment where the guys around them are working. Mm-hmm. They don't see men laying around watching Sports Center all day.
They see the examples
about sports Monday through Friday. Yeah, they see motherfuckers getting up and working. Mm-hmm. Saturday, hey, Dez, you gonna come to the party? I'm sorry, I didn't know there was a party.
I'm already at job number 5, but it's only 9:00 in the morning. And
so they see that and they were like, I want to make some money. Mm-hmm. What you want to buy? What your mom buy every day? I just want some money for me. Okay, that's part of the reason. Her second, when you want to get out there and experience his manhood. I told her you got to experience his manhood because it's going to do it either way.
Yeah, and at least
I didn't want him to resent me, because that would be
counterintuitive and counterproductive.
Yeah.
'Cause you got decades ahead of you with them.
Yeah.
And you'd rather that road be paved with some knowledge than some disdain.
Yeah. Yeah. I just didn't want to be the one to just be like, no, you can't. Like, that's your dad. I mean, given the distance, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't.
We had time. Okay.
Hmm.
Because we're on dads. I can.
What? What?
So you got to like we didn't grow up with our dad, but we started to reconnect with him a little bit as we got older.
Yeah.
What did that do for you to start to reconnect with him?
Like, how did I start to reconnect?
Or what did it do for you, and how did that help you in your motherhood?
I don't think it helped me in my motherhood. I think it helped me in my childhood, my inner child.
Heal some wounds and such.
Yeah.
We can talk about the inner child on here too a little bit.
Huh.
We haven't had we should do an inner child episode. Huh?
Oh,
I mean, that'd be cool.
That's dangerous.
Because that defines a person.
But I've started going through my shit already. Like Bucky, I've gone through my shit.
But yeah, like when I reconnected with my dad, I mean, I've always kind of stayed in contact here and there throughout the years, but
me and him are the
couple
same in that
years.
way. Like you kind of know we're alive, and we kind of know you're alive.
Mhm.
We don't have to, like, I guess text and call you every day.
Mhm.
The phone call will get picked up if you need it. But
Yeah.
I'm not sitting around waiting for the phone call.
Right.
So then, and me and him, I guess that was an unspoken understanding between me and him too.
I mean, y'all
Cause he just call just out the fuck like Wednesday at fucking 3:15, like.
You're like, oh, my dad called.
Just randomly. Hey.
Yeah.
What you doing? Man, I'm out here working. And decided to call you and give you a call, see what you up to. Shit, I'm out here working too. Shit, just like your daddy. Like
I'm talking about if y'all see him, y'all gonna see him. Like they exactly alike.
Hell
From
yeah.
demeanor to
man, we do everything like that. It was like hey,
everything.
even laugh
Down
like
to the T. Down to the T.
It was like, man, so miss Drew.
But yeah, it fixed my inner child, like my inner child in me. It didn't really just help me with the kids, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
not something loose because she told me I needed to stay me because I was because I guess I embody him so much. She sees me in him now too. So like she sees. I guess you see both of us now. Or something.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I've always seen dad in you because, I mean,
yeah, physically.
You know what I'm saying? No, but like, period, because you are my older brother, and I did look up to you. You know what I'm saying? Although things weren't like they are now, like especially when he passed, like that torch goes to you, and that's why I told you, like, bro, I need you to be that for me since I don't have him no more. You know what I mean? And I meant that shit. So, I mean. Mm.
Again, inspiration series. I took when you told me that I did take that, and that was part of honestly that was part of what helped me, or what helps keep me. I got something special cooked up in this brain too. Ooh, the visuals. Ooh. I gotta get some makeup art. I gotta get some fucking teeth and shit. Oh man. Oh man. So, yeah. So yeah, they say there's always two paths you can go. Mm-hmm. I said, "Fuck it, you're coming along with me." Mm-hmm. It's just that I'm keeping this guy here, and I'm gonna use you in the background. So I'm not gangster or nothing. I'm not threatening nobody, but there's a motherfucker itching to get into some shit, and I keep that motherfucker at bay.
Oh Lord Jesus.
That's that Libra side. That's that Libra shit.
I mean, back to the kids, I guess. Motherhood. What else y'all want to know? Inquiring minds want to know.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when they're all moved out? It's just you and Josh.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's, cause you we did, and then so you have one, your youngest.
We're gonna have to do a separate episode on that.
No, we're gonna touch on that now.
We can touch on it, but that's gonna need its own episode, okay? That's a lot.
So her youngest is autistic, and he's smart as shit on the sneak. So what is that like? I see a lot of women. Apparently, that's increasing now,
It is.
especially in African American communities. Women giving birth to autistic premature children at that. Premature autistic children. I have my own theories as to what's going on. The medical field has their own theories as to what's going on. I know you give me your theory as to what happened specifically with yours. So overall, what's your takeaway as, 5 years in? What's that experience like?
It is very draining. I didn't have a lot of patience before. I have a lot now. Like, it's like you're peeling something and you just can't never get to the end of it. You're never going to get to the end of it. And believe it or not, I learned how to be a better mother through him.
That patience.
You know what I'm saying? Because you have to. Like, I promise, I feel like God gives certain people them type of children. And I feel like that's what he did for me. I needed it for me to be a better mother. But like I said, I mean, I have days where I just feel like I just want to go. I don't want to do this no more. It's too much. You so badly want your kid to talk to you like a normal kid. You want your kid to do things and go out and have fun. And like, it's a struggle going to the grocery store because they call it eloping, which means he gets a little overstimulated and he'll run with no direction of. He just runs. He's not gonna look both ways to see the car coming. He's not finna. He just goes, and so it's as simple as going to the corner store. If I don't have his hand like this, sometimes I have to drag him out of there. But if I don't have his hand like this,
Something could happen.
It's like a bomb drop, and you're always on 10. There's no calm period unless they're asleep. That's it. From the time they wake up to the time they go to sleep, we on 10 all day long. And like he said, he's 5 years old now, so it's calmed down a little bit. But it's still.
So he's 5, but the doctor say that his mindset might be a little further back.
So his mindset is like, well, now it's probably he's still like a 2-year-old.
I got a friend. His daughter is, I want to say 16, but she meant to stay like 9. So
yeah,
you see her. She looked streamlined, normal, but her actions and some of her motor skills and stuff. So I'm like, good luck, man.
Yeah, and then with that autism, they call it spectrum for a reason because
there's
there's
different
so many different levels.
Mm-hmm.
Mine more so, he's autistic socially. So because he can run, he can climb, he can read. If
you give him a task, it's getting done.
You know what I'm saying? But he when you try to tell him to do something, he doesn't understand it. He won't have a conversation with you. His speech is delayed. Just things in that nature. But when it comes to ABCs, 1, 2, 3, reading, anything educational, hands down, like, them kids are smart as hell.
Oh, yes.
Like, they are geniuses, for real.
This close to getting a full hug.
Look,
it started, we had to be progressive. I had to force the hug. Then he would turn and let me hug him from behind. And the other day, he finally let me hug him from the front. I said, we're making progress. Give me 5. He said, and ran off. I said,
the richest man in the world autistic. So, don't mean anything.
Yeah.
But like she said, at the same time, I don't handicap. Hey man, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah, because they want to put him on medicine. Yeah. I don't believe in that stuff. Like, if my child gonna be wild, he's just gonna be wild. I'm not putting him on no medicine. I'm not. No. And
he know what I'm saying.
The
I'm not aiming to
ABA
cut you off.
therapies, the speech therapies. It's a lot. You got to keep them busy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
you got to overstimulate their overstimulated mind.
yeah, exactly. You said it just like that. You got to keep them doing something, and because they don't have a lot of support when it comes to that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, the world's gonna, I won't say baby them, but
Mm-hmm.
you talk to them normal. Normal kind of people are gonna walk on eggshells,
Mm-hmm.
and that's okay in doses, but not as a constant.
Yeah,
because that doesn't stimulate them. That dumps them down.
Yep.
And then they go, oh, I can act wild now. Good luck.
Yeah.
On a side note, that same thing I had went through with Zaya recently on a project.
Mm-hmm.
I was having to watch this video on erosion. She was like, I can't do it. I can't take notes. I'm not good at this. And dyslexia. I was like, who's telling you this stuff?
Mm-hmm.
She was like, well, they said I got this. We'll do it. Like, who's they? I'm sitting here telling you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And Demetrius is there, and he's like, man, I think you're going a little hard on her. I was like, no.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is people are going too soft on her.
Mm-hmm.
They're not telling her what she can do. I'm sitting here telling her what she can do. She hasn't heard that before.
Yeah.
She got 100 on her project.
Okay.
Got 100 on her project and was the placed third overall in her whole class.
Okay. So she did it.
She did the damn thing.
Yep.
Because something challenged her.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't
give her out.
Yeah.
I didn't give her out. I didn't give her a crutch.
Right. Speaking of, that's what because my baby's in pre-K and he's in the early education pre-K, and they ended up switching the teachers, and I was kind of upset because I'm like, I didn't even know y'all switched the teacher. Number one,
communication's key.
You know what I'm saying? So we going to the class dojo thing. I'm like, there's one I had picked him up one day, and he was screaming. I'm like, what is wrong with him? So she said something about, can you please try to be here on time next time? I'm like, okay,
what?
School got out at 3:30. I'm here at 3:31.
They doing it like that now, Chris?
So I was like,
they wanted me to be PTO president. I was like, I'm leaving the school district. I'm moving to Colleen. I'm sorry.
But I was thrown off when she made that comment because I'm like, first of all, okay.
No reading the I'm so and so. Just
nothing.
Straight up, can you be on time?
Can you be on time next time? Now, mind you,
that's not how they're in customer service.
Pretty much.
I mean, not like waiter and waitress, but yeah, they have a job. But they have to make you feel comfortable to bring your child there.
Exactly.
So there's a level at least of some kind of customer service, and to anybody who talks to somebody in a tone or direction like that, you need to turn that around and say, do I want to get talked to like
right
that?
But see, she later on, because I addressed her because there was some other stuff she said and I said too, because y'all know me. And I was like, first of all, my son has a condition, because like I said, it was just a whole lot of stuff going on that day, and with him crying and stuff, I'm trying to talk to her, but he's over here cutting up, so I can't let him go and leave him. So I had to pause with her.
You can't go higher than a 10, and you're getting pushed to a 12.
Right. And so I messaged her, and I'm like, excuse me, I really didn't appreciate your comment. I've never even met you in real life, ever had a conversation with you. So the next day I had went in and early and talked to her and stuff, and she was just letting me know exactly what happened, which should have been told to me that day. And as she was telling me, and then she was saying something to me as far as what I said, which was my son has a condition. Now, I will give her props because she was like, well, what we're not going to do is use that as a crutch. Same thing you said when you did your story with Zaya and how she made her 100. And it made me think like, okay, I can fuck with that, because I don't want that to be his crutch.
You want the respect and understanding.
But I want them to exactly understand, okay, look, he does have a situation that needs to be looked into and not treated as normal. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of where I was getting with that with her. And so we got to an understanding, and now every day, hey girl, you know what I'm saying? So I feel a lot more comfortable right now with it.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, because I was thrown out.
It's hard to let go of your children to a center or a daycare or a school even, especially if you got some problems with who they're going to.
Yeah.
And if y'all don't see eye to eye, because you already know off the rip, like they might not be taking as much care to your child as they would had you not had some kind of
right
problem.
And then he can't tell me because he doesn't talk like that. So yeah.
Then the other part on it that you said is with the crutch part. It's like, as fathers, it hurts us too to see our kids there. We're trying to push you not too far past you, but we're trying to push you to where you can start to experience, or so the child can start to experience their own boundaries.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But we see, I'm struggling. No, you got it.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more. We're done.
You got to kind of like waiting for a glass to fill up when it's just a drip in the sink. But you were told not to move until it's completely overfilled. But you see like the water tension bubbling up, and you're like, I gotta take this glass, but it ain't boiled over yet. And you just want to grab the glass. You want to help them, but you know that you can't because you see the progress. You know it. It's just a matter of time. It might take a little bit longer for some, but it's a matter of time.
Yeah.
And that water tension might be getting real tall, but it's gonna give eventually.
Yes. And see, I struggle with that because I'm gonna grab a cup, and we just gonna go from there. But I know I don't need to do that. I have to be like, what y'all talking about? It's hard though.
And then sometimes if it's like life and death, or you're not gonna get hurt, I'm not even worried about the cup. You'll be all right.
Oh yeah. Let it raise up, whatever. It's in the sink.
It's overflowing. What?
Oh man.
All right, let me finish this real quick. And other situations like, no, fuck that. Like you said, fuck no, it's gotta go now. We don't have time to wait. And one thing I did also want to talk about, I asked you about earlier. Did you know about the statue they put in New York?
With that black lady with the phone?
I heard there's a few of them, but I don't think this one's the one with the phone. But yeah, you're on the right track.
Okay, well that's the only one I've seen.
How do you feel about the representation of that statue, or the statue what that statue represents for Black women? The
one that I've seen, or the one you're talking about?
The one that let's start with the one that you've seen.
I ain't seen none of them, so this is a blind reaction right now.
I just seen. And I don't even know where it was at, to be honest. It's a gold lady, look like a black lady, and she's sitting there with her phone. And all I could do was shake my head. Because what the fuck is this?
Okay, describe this lady. How did she look?
It looked like her hair was pulled back. Like, don't get me, I don't know, because I be skimming through stuff.
Proportional at all, or?
What she was?
Proportional?
It was her body shape.
She had some hips and stuff.
Okay.
She was kind of standing like this.
I'll show you a little attitude.
Or something like that,
Okay.
Don't get me, because I be scamming through stuff. Like,
would you consider her thick, BBW, big bone?
I consider her slim thick.
Slim
thick.
Okay.
Because she still had a flat stomach, but she was
so she's in the gym probably.
I think we might have seen this.
But she's been working the thighs and everything out real hard.
Or she just got some big boned. Yeah, we can say that. She was just some regular, normal.
She might even be Latino.
She might be.
A gym-going Latino girl.
She might be. Or she might be a white girl with the BBL. I don't know. The motherfucker was gold.
I don't see how white girls especially. I don't see.
But
the one I seen, I was offended. It was like, okay.
Which one you see?
The one I seen, if I remember correctly, her hair wasn't pulled back. It was laid to the side. I think she kind of had her hand on her hip, and she looked like, just normal, like a regular t-shirt, baggy shorts. But I'm like looking at her body proportions. I'm like, No, don't get me wrong. I like BBWs. I love these BBWs, but I'm like, this is not like no Cleopatra, Nefertiti. This is not a Beyonce or whatever. This is not what people consider the upper echelon and representation of Black woman's beauty. This is
a regular,
good, normal, natural, something to see that's not filtered.
I don't want to say this in a like discriminatory, rude way, but this is somebody from HEB on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just didn't get what was it for? Did you read into it? Like,
How
why?
Apparently, their explanation, the artist's explanation is, this is the way I envision the black woman.
So he straight up says,
so I'm like,
Oh, I was thinking because there's so much filtration in the world nowadays with social media and everything, just seeing something normal in society. That's how, before you said your statement about the artist, that's how I was perceiving it.
Mhm.
Like, it's good just to see normal.
Normal people, yeah.
I get that. I do. I get it. It's good. This is what you see as a representation of black women. But if that's the representation you see of black women, that most of them are overweight, and
I see that.
I gotta show you the one I seen.
You're talking this phone one, and
Yeah, she had a phone.
I gotta see the one she's talking about to see, kind of balance out my.
There are only two, or there.
I guess it's the whole series, but the one they highlighted was in New York because
What commissioned this?
It's there with the bull and
that pronounced like that public.
It's in that square right there. I think that's Wall Street, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's something wild to just have there like that.
Oh, they in that bag.
Oh no, you're at a 10. You got to bring it down to 8.5. In that few minutes while that's lit, they bring you down to 8.5. There, your mind be at ease.
So, you got any final thoughts?
I feel like that's keeping Colleen safe too.
Might be.
You're doing your part.
Just might be.
No, when we was getting calls from this person, we about ready to
right up.
What?
The baby. Yeah.
Ooh, you took her back.
That's another subject. But final thoughts. Just remember, as a mother, just do a good goddamn job. Listen to your babies.
Quote of the day: do a damn good job.
It's crazy because my thing with I guess it's just in us because my thing is, hey, do good.
Yeah, just do your best. Like, you gotta go hard for your kids.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta sacrifice. It's not about you. It's about your babies because you're sending them into this world, this crazy world at that. So,
that's all I'm gonna get.
With that being said, just give it your all. Listen to your babies. You know what I'm saying? Not be their friend or anything, but like, just guide them and
that's why I don't say be good. I say do good.
As long as you better than me.
Robin Hood stole and gave to the poor.
He was looked at as a hero. Not a vigilante.
Yeah.
You see that too?
Mm-hmm.
You got any final thoughts? That was mine.
Ladies, stay being true to yourself. Don't forget who you are, who you were. You got to find that. Yes, raising the kids is a blessing and a job and a chore and a good livelihood, but you got to remember who you are and be true to yourself sometimes. Family will be there. The kids will learn. But ladies, too many times they forget who they are and they get lost, especially, having multiple boys and whatnot. You got to remember who you are sometimes.
Yeah, we're going to do a part 2 because I ain't even get into all that, what he just said. Oh, yeah, all that, yes.
Let me know when you're going to do a part 2. We'll get it on the schedule. Next episode, we're going to be doing, I think, what did you say? You said in the chat earlier, right?
Oh, I was just saying dive down some more current events, man. I just stay on.
Yep, current events episode next. And then, my guy wanted to do an episode on, it was a fatherhood episode, more of a stepfather episode. He wanted to talk about how there are more requirements on the stepfathers than the original fathers in some of these relationships. So
that's deep.
Yeah, we're going to figure out some of
these.
That was real. When he said that, I was like, oh, we definitely got to do that.
We got to find some stepmoms out there too. Well, you would have to find some stepmoms.
No,
and we got to maybe dive down that alley and see.
I don't even know one.
Stepmoms?
Stepmom.
Especially if to a father that's got the custody of a daughter.
Yeah.
That would be
I don't think I've ever heard that dynamic.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be you gotta put on a shit, Colleen, whatever. Hey, look, we got a podcast. We're trying to look for
We're
this
looking
situation.
for a
Please.
stepmama.
That's going to come across so well. We're gonna need Kim to dive down this one for us. Kim, we need you to go find stepmoms.
The operatives. Talk about the operatives.
Execute orders.
Right. So I'm gonna get you a shirt. I'm gonna get you 2 shirts because you did the podcast, and I'm gonna get you another mother of nature. Is that what I put? Woman of nature, mother of nature.
Mother of nature.
Oh yeah, mother of nature.
The original guy.
Oh, I get gifts, y'all.
Yeah, you come talk on the show, you're gonna get a shirt.
Okay.
Period. Because helps spread the both brands, helps spread the podcast, and helps spread. Hey, that motherfucker makes shirts.
Cuts lawns, does trees, does it?
Does everything.
It'd be easier to say what he doesn't do. That's nothing.
Or I'm gonna try it. So
No, did he?
All right, y'all. It's past my bedtime. They got me up late.
It's past all our bedtime. We wrap it up. I want to thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for watching. Definitely appreciate it. Love the feedback. We love hearing good words on the people that take the conversations and reflect on it in their own lives. We definitely love that. We will catch y'all. What is today? Tuesday. We'll catch y'all Thursday, and we'll be having some more current events. And that episode is going to be led by your guy, Chris. Google him or Chat GPT him. I was talking to Chat GPT the other day. We had a nice little conversation. I said, "This is crazy. Let me get the fuck off of here." Bye, Chat GPT. All right, y'all. We will catch y'all next time on Want to Talk About It. Dominate your day or your night whenever you do it.
We were watched in a military shop in